Hi, and welcome back to the Ravioli podcast. On this episode, I'll be playing a fun game with you. Actually, of course, I'm going to be playing alone. But as summer is approaching, as you can tell by the weather, I don't know if where you live is hot, but here it is so hot. It's like 30 degrees every day. And even at home you are sweating and I have to have my windows closed, or I don't know. But I love this feeling. Like, some people, they complain because they don't do great in this kind of weather, but I just love it. I don't mind if it's hot. I cannot survive in the cold, but hot for me it's perfect, perfect, perfect. So, just to relax a bit, it's not going to take long, I hope. We are going to do a travel game episode. Let's start with some questions, then I'll do like a quiz. Which type of traveler which type of traveler am I, and that stuff. I hope you are as excited as I am for summer. I'm manifesting at all costs summer because even though my exam season starts in 2 weeks, I just need holidays because this is going to be the last summer I'm not working, but also I don't have even a month full of holidays. My exams end in the end of July. First one is: would you rather travel with friends, family, or with your significant other? I've traveled with my family and some friends, not with my boyfriend yet, but I've traveled with my parents and with some other family members, also with some girlfriends and boyfriends, like some friends, male and female. Probably when I started going with friends, like for holidays and traveling, probably I would say I would prefer going with friends because we didn't have schedules. Like, we had, but it was like more chill rather than when I was with my parents, and it was like something more light. I could eat whatever I wanted, and just like do whatever I wanted. And it was like I was the one planning the things and I was on my own. So it was like that feeling of freedom when I was 18, and those years that you feel you have to be independent so fast because everything is going like so quickly and you have to keep up with everything that's going on in the world and you have to be independent. And I don't feel that anymore. So probably now I would say I prefer going on holidays and traveling with my family because even though I love my friends, I think I feel more comfortable when I'm with my family overall. Like, overall. Of course, I don't talk to them about some things that I talk when I'm with my friends, having deep conversations. But that's not what I'm saying. Like, regarding traveling, I think I can enjoy more when I'm with my family because we have sort of a routine. Like, I can ask them to take pictures of me whenever I want because it's my family. They are not going to get that bothered with me. And also, like, if I want to read, they also are like, okay, we are not doing anything. Would you rather miss your flight or lose your luggage? Oh my god, this is so hard because I've never lost my luggage. But now that I'm saying this, I'm afraid that in the next trip someone is going to lose my luggage. Oh my god. And I've never missed a flight before too, so I've never experienced these two things. And I don't know, because if you miss a flight, you have to pay another one entirely. So, like, if you lose your luggage, there's a possibility that you can have it again, like that someone can return your luggage and they can find where is in the airport or wherever it is. Like, they can track your luggage and get that back to you. And also, last summer I bought the Apple AirTag when I went to Miami, and now I use it I use it every time I go travel. I put it on my luggage, like that goes in the plane, not my cabin luggage. So probably I would prefer losing my luggage because I can track it from my phone now. And missing a flight, like, I think there's no other solution other than paying another one. And since I'm not kind of a rich person, I'm not that comfortable about that. But yeah, probably losing my luggage. Would you rather visit every country in the world or go to space? Like, even though I've always been fascinated by space and universe, I used to watch some Netflix series about that, like some documentaries. And I know, I think it's something really interesting for everyone because it's so unknown, even though we already know so much about space, like because of scientists and NASA and all of that. But um, I think it's so fascinating because it's something that it's like a mystery. Is there life in another planet, but not as we know the life here? Or, there are so many questions, but also there are so fucking many things that I've not seen in this earth yet. That's no, I wouldn't I would prefer just visiting every place here on Earth, and maybe my grandchildren can go one day to space and it's going to be the same as me going to another continent by plane. I don't know. Of course, not by plane, but like it's just a long travel, but in a few years, maybe it's a normal and common thing. I don't know, but also news of the submarine, the Titan, that freaks me out. Like, I love life. That freaks me out. Like, I get goosebumps just by like watching news, not reels, not funny reels, but the news, like facts about that. I would prefer just staying here. Yeah. Would you rather drive or fly across the country? I like, probably these are questions made by someone in the US, so I know that flying across the US is something that makes sense, but flying across Portugal, which is like the size of, I don't know, two cities in the US. Also, if I would fly across the country, I could only fly from Porto to Algarve, so everything up from Porto until the frontier, it's not going to be covered. And I would love to do something that I've not done yet here in Portugal, which is going on a road trip on the west coast of Portugal, which is called Vicentina Coast, and like in a van. I know a lot of people do that. That's also why I want to do that. I think it's so beautiful. So it's not like across the country, but it's a reasonable size of the country. My parents always made sure that I visited a lot of places here in Portugal, not just outside in other countries. So I think by now I have a good knowledge and experience in many, many cities and villages and areas and zones of Portugal. A road trip, it's another kind of tourism that I would like to do. So I would rather prefer drive across the country, but just once, okay? Because that's too much, and I know that it's not even that much considering other countries, but we deal with our reality. Would you rather be able to work from home or travel the world for work? I don't know, because even though I love traveling, I love the feeling of one, not having a lot of responsibilities, because when you go abroad, even though it's not like even if it's not your summer holidays, you just went 3 days to another city, you feel that you don't have to bother with other things that you bother here. Like you are kind of just numb in your mind. I feel that I'm a different person in my mind, in my thoughts, like organizing my thoughts. Even though I love that feeling, I also love stability and routine. So traveling the world for work would probably demand a lot of my time during the year. But also, would you rather be able to work from home? I would like to work from home. So, and I would also have the possibility to go travel because I would be in a great company. So I'm choosing the first one. I don't care. That's my final answer. Which country would you rather visit, Italy or Greece? Uh, I've been in both. I've been in Italy in 2017, I guess, and I visit a lot of cities. I went to like 10 or more cities. It was like across the country. I was just not in the south like Napoli and all of that. I wasn't there, but I would like to go there because I read a book series that were in Napoli, and now of course I want to go there. And Ischia, they were there. I I'm not even pronouncing this well, but okay. Greece. I was there in 2021, so I was older. I was not the same as I am now, but I can identify more with the person that went to Greece in 2021, like my person there. I just went to Santorini in Greece because we were planning, like we booked our flights to Athens and then we would stay there, would go to Santorini for another few days and then we would come back. But then, hey, the pandemic happened, so we had to just choose one of the two places, either Athens or Santorini, because we would have to like do COVID tests. And when you are traveling, you don't even know where can you take them. Of course, the airport has, but there are so many things that can go wrong. And I was alone, like I was not with an adult, as in parents or someone more responsible. I was just with a friend, a girlfriend. So going on holidays and being stressed, no thank you. So even though I would love, love, love to go back to Italy because I would love to go to the Amalfi Coast, to Napoli, to Capri, and also to the north between the border of Switzerland and Italy, I probably would say Greece because I didn't see as much of Greece as I saw of Italy. So I would say Greece. Yeah. Would you rather be forced to live in one city or keep moving every month to a different city? I don't know, like moving every month to a different city? Like, I cannot raise an habit, I cannot create a routine in a month. Like, because if you are moving every month, you have to pack everything. So you just really stay in a place like for 3 weeks. That's difficult because also living in a city for the rest of your life is just so, I don't know, it sounds like prison for me. So I think I'm going to choose the second one because, okay, at least now I know these are all hypothetically questions. They are not going to be my reality. So I don't know, but I'm not being pointed like a gun to my head and then I have to answer these. So I kind of just go with the second one. Now I'm in the vibe like, okay, I could move every month as long as I have like a stable work. Would you rather have a vacation in China or India? I learned Chinese on my bachelor for 3 years, and I wanted to take like a 2 week course in China that my university had when I was there. But then again, fucking COVID happened, so I couldn't apply for that course because China closed her borders. Of course, like every country closed, but last year I was still in my bachelor, but China still had, the borders were not closed, but we had to do like 1 month of lockdown before we could like get out of the house. So that was not like doable at all. So I just accepted the idea that I have to go to China on my own. But I would prefer China for the language, for the culture. Like I've seen so many good like landscapes and views that my professors used to show us, and it was so like pretty, so many different realities and so many different like areas and kind of territories. I like that. Would you rather travel alone or live alone? Is this for the rest of my life? Because if it's for the rest of my life, I would rather travel alone, I guess, because live alone for the rest of my life. Since I have a boyfriend, it just doesn't make any sense. But also traveling alone for the okay, this is not for the rest of my life. Let's just like now. The questions are all now. I'm deciding. I decided. I woke up. I decided. Now, at the moment, would I rather travel alone or live alone? I would probably prefer living alone. I've always wanted to travel alone. I think I would prefer living alone now. I don't know. I'm going to choose both. Whatever, guys. Would you rather have a mega yacht or a private jet? This is no longer about traveling, I guess, but I would prefer having a jet, because a yacht, it's not that I'm going like between countries. I'm not going to travel continents. Like, I'm not going from Portugal to Peru in a yacht, but I can go in a jet. So I would prefer a jet. And also, I hate traveling by plane because all the logistics that involves traveling by plane, like being at least 2 hours before in the airport, and it's just a pain in the ass. I'm not that patient. Of course, I can entertain myself with a lot of things, including like reading, listening to podcasts and all of that, but you guys, like all the logistics, and sometimes it's just like 1 hour flight. Oh, what? No. A jet would be much, much more usable. Would you rather vacation to a major city or to a remote location? That's my answer for all of the questions. Like, I don't know, because I like both of the ideas, but probably now I would prefer to go to a major city, and then when I have like more a stable life in a long, long future, probably to a remote place, because I'm tired of working and everyone is shitting my head and my brain, and I just want to piece off and go to a remote location. And now I would go to a major city. I would love to visit New York City. It's my dream. Would you rather sleep in a tent or rent a cabin? I've done both, and it was in the same holiday. I went camping with a friend in 2020 on the COVID. That's why we went to a remote location, and we slept in the beginning of the week. We slept in a tent, and then we changed to a cabin. And even though I'm used to sleep in tents because I do camping every year, I love the experience of being in a cabin. I've never went to one before that, and it's just like so aesthetic, like those wood cabins. Like, you feel that you can be camping because sometimes you have to have your sleeping bag. I love the vibe, and like you can just be on the porch reading a book after dinner and having like a barbecue. So I like that vibes. I would choose rent a cabin, even though it's more expensive, but I think you can get great deals. Would you rather stay in a luxurious resort that didn't change their sheets, or in a motel that was clean but had a weird smell? So they didn't change their sheets, like they don't change the sheets every day, but I'm the one using them, or they didn't change the sheets from the last person that were there. I think I would prefer being in the luxurious resort because motel is sketchy and also weird smell. Like, I don't do good with smells. How weird is that? Because I vomit with smells. So if they didn't change the sheets in the luxurious resort from the previous clients, I would just bring my own. I would buy, because if I have the money to be in a luxurious hotel, I also have the money to buy some random sheets at IKEA just to spend those days. Yeah, so I would go with the first one. And now we go to the game. Where should you go on your next vacation? Let's find out. What type of traveler are you? I'll try anything once. I just want to relax. I'm a planner. I like to go with the flow. I think I'm all of these in one, but I'm more a planner. In like overall, I'm more of a planner, but I think I'm also a go with the flow in the things that I have planned previously, and then I just go with the flow with just random free times that I have. So whatever, I'm a planner. Who else is coming? It's the whole family. I'm flying solo, bringing all my friends together, just the two of us. I would like to go on a trip with my whole family. Like I've traveled with my parents, and I have also traveled with some other family members, but we were not together all, and it would be like interesting, I guess. How many generations? Two. Okay, take it easy. How long do you have? A long weekend, a whole week, 2 weeks or more? A whole week. I'm going to put a whole week. Where are you staying? We are cruise ship people, Airbnb with lots of space, anywhere I can lay my head, luxury hotel, please. Like, if I put luxury hotel, it's not going to be my next trip. It's just my dream trip. So, and I would like to go on a cruise, but they are going to, I don't know. Yeah, a cruise. Pack your bags. You are headed to go on an expedition cruise. Oh my god. It's giving me Titan vibes. I don't like this. It's time to eat the ices. For a family-friendly summer trip, head to Alaska, where expedition ships from lines like Lindblad and Cruise and Discovery Voyages will take you to both small towns and bigger cities. Let kids pan for gold, view wildlife up close on the Indian Islands, and sail through fjords to reach spectacular sites like Duace Glacier. Looking for more vitamin D? In the Galapagos, you'll have a chance to see unique animals in the wild, giant land tortoise, sea lions, and blue-footed boobies included, and learn more about the island's fragile and important ecosystem. You'll also spend time in the water, kayaking. No, I have bad memories. I'm traumatized because of the outdoor activity with my master. I'm not going to do that. Swimming and cruising around in zodiacs. And all of this happens thanks to eco-friendly expedition ships from the likes of Aurora Expeditions, Ecoventura, Celebrity, and Quasar Expeditions. It's so shitty. What the heck? Of course, I'm not going to Alaska anytime soon. But thanks, I guess. If you want to be updated of what I do every day, you can follow me on Instagram. It's linked here in the description. I love talking to you guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye.